So if you go right now to a NAB branch and you say, I need to pay my supplier in the United States, a 20 grand invoice, 20,000 US dollars. They'll get you to fill out a form and they'll ask lots of questions and where it's going and what's the address of the bank. Even though that's not the supplier you're paying to, you need to know the address of the bank that your supplier is using, and you need to know the SWIFT code. And then afterwards they say, okay, well, for that 20,000, you're gonna need X amount of Australian dollars. And they're not making it very clear, okay, how much exact fees are there. What they might do is they might charge you maybe $20 or $80 in fees, but that's not all the fees, is it? It's the hidden spread, the FX rate. And so what you want to do is you want to go and look at what's the exchange rate that they're giving you versus what the exchange rate between the Australian dollar and US dollar mid-market rate is. So the mid-market rate is, it's the rate that the banks basically sort of swap between each other, right? So that's the best that you can possibly get. And so you want to get a rate that is as close to the mid-market rate as possible. Obviously the bank is not going to be offering you that. Your $20,000 invoice is not so big that they can negotiate anything close to that mid-market rate. Stablecoins, on the other hand, they are some of the most liquid assets on the planet now. There is, millions of buyers and sellers buying and selling that 24/7 all the time. And so that mid-market rate is far easily accessible, which means at Fast Stables, we can offer you much lower fees and a far better actual exchange rate that is as close as possible to that mid-market rate. If you want a more detailed view, check out the article. You can find the link in our post.